Good morning, students. So we complete the modulus, conjugate and the multiplicative inverse of a complex number, isn't it? So now after completing these three, some examples are also we have done there, how to find out multiplicative inverse, then convert into a plus ib form, isn't it? So now today here we start the exercise 5.1, and this exercise in 5.1, if you see the question is here, the question is given, express each of the complex number given in the exercise 1 to 10 in the form a plus ib. If you see here, the first three questions are given, and the first question is given here, 5i minus 3 by 5i. So what you have to do, we have to convert this one into a plus ib form. Similarly, the next one is given here, I to the power 9 plus I to the power 19, and the last one is I to the power minus 39. So let's see these three questions, how can we solve. If you see the first question now, if you see the first question, so here the first question is given, number 1, 5i. So 5i into minus 3 by 5i. So this one is the first question here. So 5i into minus 3 by 5i, isn't it? So if you calculate this one, and we have to convert this one into a plus ib form, so that's what you have to do here, just you have to calculate this. So if you see here, this 5 cancel it, 5 I into I square, so that means minus of 3 I square remain here, 5 cancel it, this 5. So now here already we know the value of I square is what? Minus 1. So if I square, if we put minus 1 here, minus minus plus, so ultimately what will remain here? 3. So that means this one also we can write 3 plus I into 0. So this one is a complex number in the form of a plus ib, where a equals to 3 and b equals to 0 here. Is it clear? Is it clear? So very easily we can convert the result into a plus ib form. Okay, now this one is the first one. Now if you see the next one, second one is given here, I to the power 9 plus I to the power 19. So if we see the second one, how can we do? Here you see number 2, and the number 2 is given what? I to the power 9. So this one is I to the power 9 plus I to the power 19. So this one is the second question, I to the power 9 plus I to the power 19. So now if you break this result, let's see how can we find out this result. Since we know as general form, I to the power 4k plus 1, I to the power 4k plus 2, I to the power 4k plus 3, and I to the power 4k. So if we rearrange this result in the form of 4, so that's one, the first one we have to write I to the power multiple of 4. So 4 into 2, 4 to the 8 plus 1. In this way we can write. Similarly, the second one, if you write here I to the power 19, that means we can write this one is 4 into 4 5 is 20, but here it is 19, so 4 4 is 16, 16 plus 3. So if you see here, this one we get I to the power 4 into 4 plus 3. Is it clear? So this one we can arrange the result like in this way here. So now after arranging the result, now if you see here, what is the answer of this one? Since you see here I to the power 4k plus 1 form, if you see here in the side, I to the power 4k plus 1, and the second result is here I to the power 4k plus 3. So this one is I to the power 4k plus 3. So these two. So already we know the value of these results. So I to the power 4k plus 1, that means what is the answer? The result is I to the power 4k plus 1 means I, and I to the power 4k plus 3, I to the power 4k plus 3 means what? Minus of I, isn't it? Because I to the power 4k means what? I cube means here I square into I, that means I square means minus 1, so ultimately minus I. So the general form of I to the power, the general value of I to the power 4k plus 1 is I, and I to the power 4k plus 3 equal to minus I. So if you put these two value here, because it is of the form 4k plus 1, so 4k plus 1 means we can write I, and here 4k plus 3, that means we can write minus I. So that's why I minus I. Ultimately the result is what here? 0. That means this one we can write here 0 plus I into 0. Is it clear? So in this way very easily we can solve and convert this one into a plus ib form. Is it clear? So in this way, if you see the third question now here, so in the third question, what given here? I to the power minus 39. So I to the power minus 39. So that means this one you have to write I to the power minus 39. So first of all, what you have to do, this one is of the form A inverse equal to 1 by A. We can write easily like in this way. This formula we get in class 8, isn't it? So here I to the power minus 39 means we can write I to the power 39 we can write. So now we have to convert this one into multiple of 4. So that's how we have to write here I to the power 4 into 9. 4 9 is 36 plus 3. So that means this one is now here I to the power 4k plus 3. So if I to the power 4k plus 3, then what is the answer here? Minus of I. So I to the power 4k plus 3 means minus of I. All of we know this one, isn't it? I to the power 4k plus 3. I to the power 4k plus 3 is minus of I. So now here in denominator this I is here, so we have to eliminate this I from here. So that's why what you have to do, multiplying numerator and denominator by I. So if you multiplying numerator and denominator by I, then this one is minus of I here into this one you have to write multiplying numerator and denominator by I. You see. So now ultimately from here what we get? I into I square. I square means minus 1. If I square is minus 1, then minus minus plus. So ultimately what will remain here? I. So I means what we can write here, 0 plus I into 1. In this way also we can write, and in this way we can find out or convert this one into A plus IV form. Is it clear? So very simple questions. All of you understood this one? Okay. So up to 10 easily you can solve each and every questions from here, isn't it? So now the next question is given here. Find the multiplicative inverse of each of the complex numbers given as. So exercise from 11 to 30. So that means what you have to do here, we have to find out the multiplicative inverse. Is it clear? So already we discussed how to find out the multiplicative inverse. So again same questions are given here. So let's take an example, or take this question number 11, and the question number 11 is given 4 minus 3i. So now in this case, if you see here, now if you see the question number 11 and the complex number is given, if we assume this one, let z equals to 4 minus 3i. So this one is a complex number here given, and we have to convert this one into A plus IV form. So now for multiplicative inverse, what we have to find out? Multiplicative inverse. So therefore to find out the multiplicative inverse, we have to write 1 by z. So 1 by z equals to this one, you have to write 1 divided by 4 minus 3i. So now you see here I is in denominator, so we have to eliminate this I from here. So what you have to do? So we have to multiply it by their conjugate. So that's why we have to write 4 minus 3i, and this one into here we have to write by multiplying by their conjugate, that means 4 plus 3i. But 4 plus 3i is not here. To balance this result, we have to multiply it by numerator here also, 4 plus 3i. So these two are cancelled, again remain same. Is it clear? So multiplying by conjugate and we get this result. So now if you see this one, so it is of the form A minus IB, A plus IB, isn't it? So if you have to multiply these two, then what we get? A square plus B square. That means we get here 4 square plus 3 square. B means what? 3. And in numerator we have to write this one is 4 plus 3i. Is it clear? So now here if you calculate this one, 4 divided by 16 plus here it is 9. That means how much? 25. So easily we can write here 4 by 25. 4 by 25 plus I into this one we have to write 3 by 25. Is it clear? So this one is the multiplicative inverse of this z. Multiplicative inverse means what? 1 by z, 1 by z means z inverse. This one is the multiplicative inverse. So if any complex number given to us, we can find out the multiplicative inverse of this result. Is not it? I think all of you understood this one. Is it clear? Okay. After completing the question number 11, now if you see the next question number 12, question number 12 is given root 5 plus 3i. So that means here this question number 12, if you consider this one is, let z equals to root 5 plus root 3i, or we can write i3 or 3i, whatever we write. Root 5 plus 3i or i3, this one. Is it clear? Or you can write this one is 3i also, same thing. So now this one is the complex number here given. This one is the real part, this one is the imaginary part. So what you have to do, we have to find out the multiplicative inverse. So multiplicative inverse means 1 by z. So if you write 1 by z here, this one we have to write 1 divided by root over 5 plus 3i. So now after that, this one we have to eliminate this I from the denominator, is not it? So that's why we have to multiply it by their conjugate. So that's why we have to write this one is first root over 5 plus 3i. So into this one we have to multiply it by their conjugate. Conjugate means this one you have to write root over 5 minus 3i. You see here. To balance this result, we have to multiply here in numerator also, root over 5 minus 3i. We have to multiply this. So if we cancel this two, again remain same here. Is it clear? So now after writing this one, now the denominator part, if you see here, it is of the form a plus ib into a minus ib. So if a plus ib into a minus ib, we get what we have to write here, a square plus b square. So that's why we have to write here root over 5 whole square, root over 5 whole square plus 3 square. Is it clear? So this one we have to write root over 5 whole square plus 3 square, and in numerator we have to write this one is root over 5 minus 3i. Is it clear? Okay, now if you separate this one into two part, real and imaginary. So first of all you see here 5 plus 9 here, 3 square 9, 5 plus 9 14 here we get. So that's why we get this result is root over 5 by, so root over 5 by 14, and minus is this one we have to write 3 by 14i. Is it clear? 5 plus 9 14, so that's a root over 5 by 14, and this one we get 3 by 14. Is it clear? So this one is the multiplicative inverse of this complex number, root over 5 plus 3i. Okay, now if you see the question number 13 here, the question number 13 is simply given here, let z equals to minus of I. If you see here, z equals to given here minus of I. So what you have to do here, we have to find out the multiplicative inverse of this question. So that's why the same process, what you have to do, 1 by z. So multiplicative inverse means we have to write 1 by z. 1 by z means this one simply we have to write 1 divided by minus I. Is it clear? So to eliminate this I from here, we have to multiply it by their conjugate. So that's why here already minus I is there. So conjugate is what? We have to multiply it by I. But here I is not here, so we have to multiply it in numerator I also to balance this result. So now here I into I square, is not it? So I into I square means what? Minus 1, minus plus. Ultimately what will remain here? Only I remain. So that means Z inverse. If the complex number is minus I, then the multiplicative inverse is what here? This one, simply I. So this one is known as multiplicative inverse. Is it clear? Okay. Now, after completing the question number 13, now the next question is very important here, examination point of view. And the question is here given, express the following expression in the form of a plus ib. So here only we have to find out a plus ib. Is it clear? And the question is given here, 3 plus I root 5 into 3 minus I root 5 divided by root 3 plus root 2i in minus root 2 minus I root 2. Is it clear? Root 2i or I root 2 meaning is same here. So we have to convert this one into a plus ib form. Is not it? And how can we convert this one? So first of all we have to rearrange the result here. Let's see what we get from here, and if we want or if we need, we multiply it by their conjugate also to find out the a plus ib form. Is it clear? So first of all, if we write down the question here, and the question is here, if you see the 14, question number 14, and the question is here what? 3 plus I root 5. So that's why in numerator part we have to write 3 plus I root 5. 3 plus I root 5 into what you write? 3 minus I root 5. So that's why we have to write 3 minus I root 5. Is it clear? Divided by what you have to write? Root 3 plus root 2i, or root 3 plus root 2i minus what you have to write? Root 3 minus I root 2. Root I root 2 or root 2i meaning is same. root 3 minus I root 2. So this one is a question here, isn't it? And we have to arrange the result now here in such a way that first of all, if you see the denominator part, here, root 3 minus root 3, easily we can cancel these two, because plus root 3 minus root 3, that means these two are cancelled here, isn't it? So these two easily we can cancel. So now here you see root 2i, here also root 2i, minus minus plus, that means 2 times. So that's why we have to write 2 times of root 2i. Is it clear? Root 3 cancel, root 2, 2 times of root 2i. So in numerator part, what you get? A plus b into a minus b. So it is of the form a square minus b square. So it is a complex number. So that's why a square plus b square we have to write. A square means 3 square plus b square means what? Root over 5 whole square. Is it clear? So now if you calculate this in numerator, what we get here? 9 plus 5, 14 here we get. That means this one you have to write 14, this one you have to write 2 root 2i. So now if you calculate this one, here this 2 is cancelled with this 14. So simply here remain how much? 7 divided by root 2i. You see here. If we calculate this one, then finally we get here 2 7s are 14, 7 by root 2i. So we have to convert this one into a plus ib form, isn't it? But here what we get? 7 by root 2i we get. So we have to eliminate this I from the denominator. To eliminate this I from the denominator, what you have to do? We have to multiply it by their conjugate also. So the conjugate of root 2i, in 2 ways you can do. You can simply multiply I with numerator and denominator, then this I eliminate from the denominator. Or you can multiply it by minus root 2i also. The meaning is same, whatever you do. So here what you have to do, simply we have to multiply it by numerator and denominator by I to eliminate this I from the denominator. So that's why what you have to write here. Already here you see 7 root 2i is here. So we have to multiply it by I, and to balance this result we have to multiply it by I in numerator also. So if you see here I into I square means what? Minus 1. So that's why simply here we have to write minus root 2. So what we get here, finally the result 7i divided by minus of root 2. This result we get here. 7i into I square means minus 1. So minus root 2 we get here. So we have to convert this one into a plus ib form. So that's why what we get, simply we can write 0. Here you see minus is there. So that's why we have to write 7 by root 2i. Is it clear? If you calculate the result like in this way, then it is also correct. Or if you want, then you can write here in place of root 2i, if you multiply it by their conjugate, then what you have to write? Here we have to write minus root 2i. If you write minus root 2i, 2 multiply, then root 2 into root 2, we write 2. So we can eliminate this root 2 from here. And what you have to write? Multiplying numerator and denominator by root 2. Then what we get? 7 root 2 divided by 2 we can write here. Is it clear? Or if you keep the answer like in this way, then also it is okay. Is it clear? So very simple and very easy question. So in this way easily we can convert into a plus ib form. Is it clear? So after completing this one, now here lots of questions are also given to you how to convert into a plus ib form in revision class, is not it? So you have to practice all these questions. So in our next class, very important topic, Argand plane and polar representation we have to discuss in our next class. Is it clear? Okay, thank you.